Here are some fascinating psychological facts related to the human body, human behavior, love, and women. #### psychological facts about the human body. 1. The body reacts to emotions physically. Your body can physically react to emotions. For instance, when you feel anxious or stressed, your heart rate increases, palms sweat, and muscles tense up. This is the body's fight or flight response. 2. The power of smell in memory. Olfactory signals, smell, are directly connected to the brain's limbic system, which controls emotions and memory. This is why certain scents can trigger vivid memories or strong emotional reactions. 3. Yawning is contagious. Yawning is not only a sign of tiredness or boredom but can be contagious. Studies suggest this is tied to empathy. We tend to yawn when others do because it's a form of mirroring behavior. 4. Heartbreak is real. Emotional pain, such as heartbreak, can activate the same brain regions as physical pain. Studies show that the feeling of rejection or loss can create physical pain, akin to the sensation of being physically hurt. 5. Your body language affects your mood. Power poses, standing tall with your arms raised in a V shape, for example, can boost confidence. This is known as embodied cognition, where physical posture influences psychological states. 6. Oxytocin and physical touch. The hormone oxytocin is released during physical touch, including hugging, holding hands, or even a pat on the back. Oxytocin fosters bonding and feelings of trust, which is why touch is essential in building strong relationships. ### psychological facts about human behavior. 1. Mirror neurons and empathy. Humans have mirror neurons in their brains that allow us to empathize with others. When we see someone express emotions, our mirror neurons fire, allowing us to feel what they are feeling. This is why we cry when we see someone else crying or laugh at another's joke. 2. Cognitive dissonance. People experience discomfort when their beliefs, actions, or thoughts are in conflict. This is called cognitive dissonance. For instance, if you consider yourself an ethical person but cheat on a test, your mind will try to resolve the inconsistency, often by rationalizing the behavior. 3. The halo effect. This cognitive bias suggests that people tend to assume someone's overall character based on a single trait. If someone is physically attractive, we are likely to assume they are also intelligent, kind, or capable, even without evidence to support that assumption. 4. The bystander effect. The more people present in an emergency situation, the less likely any one person is to intervene. This phenomenon is due to the diffusion of responsibility, where individuals feel less personal responsibility because others are present. 5. First impressions matter more than you think. It only takes about 7 seconds for someone to form a first impression of you. After those initial moments, it can be difficult to change their perception, which is why body language, tone of voice, and appearance matter so much in social interactions. ### psychological facts about love. 1. Love can be addictive. The feelings of love, especially the early stages, activate areas of the brain related to reward and addiction. The brain releases feel-good chemicals like dopamine and oxytocin, which creates a feeling similar to being addicted to a substance. 2. The love at first sight phenomenon. Studies suggest that people can experience a strong attraction to someone in the first few moments of meeting them, and this is often based on unconscious factors like body language, scent, or shared emotional states. The feeling of love at first sight might not be love, but strong initial attraction. 3. Heartbeats synchronize. When couples gaze into each other's eyes or are in close physical proximity, their heartbeats can synchronize. This phenomenon, known as physiological synchrony, suggests that emotional connections can be reflected in the body's responses. 4. Attachment styles influence relationships. Early childhood experiences shape attachment styles that affect adult relationships. People with secure attachment styles tend to have healthier, more stable relationships, while those with anxious or avoidant attachment styles may struggle with intimacy and trust. 5. Love and stress reduction. Simply being with someone you love can help reduce stress levels. When you spend time with a loved one, oxytocin levels increase, and cortisol, the stress hormone, decreases, making you feel calmer and more secure. ### psychological facts about women. 1. Women are more empathetic. Studies suggest that women are generally more empathetic than men, often picking up on emotional cues and reacting to others' emotions more sensitively. This is thought to be due to both biological and social factors. 2. Multitasking myth. Women are often believed to be better multitaskers than men. While studies show that women may be more efficient at switching between tasks, the human brain does not actually perform multiple tasks simultaneously well. The ability to switch tasks quickly may give the impression of multitasking. 3. The female gaze is more subtle. Research suggests that women tend to use more subtle visual cues and body language when looking at others, while men may use more direct eye contact. The female gaze can indicate interest in a more nuanced, emotional way. 4. Women's social bonding. Women are often more socially attuned than men, making them better at reading emotional cues in others. This is thought to be tied to evolutionary survival mechanisms, where strong social bonds among women, especially in raising children, increased the chances of survival. 5. The influence of hormones on behavior. Women's behaviors can fluctuate with their menstrual cycle. For instance, women may feel more confident and outgoing during ovulation when estrogen levels are high, while they might experience more introspective moods during the luteal phase, post-ovulation, when progesterone peaks. 6. Women's enhanced emotional memory. Studies show that women tend to have better emotional memory than men, meaning they are more likely to remember emotional events in vivid detail. This is often linked to hormonal influences, particularly estrogen, which can enhance emotional memory storage in the brain. Conclusion. The human body, behavior, love, and gender dynamics are deeply interconnected in fascinating ways. The interactions between our brain, emotions, hormones, and social contexts shape how we experience life, form relationships, and understand one another. Whether it's the physical effects of love or the social nuances of gender, human psychology offers a wealth of mysteries waiting to be explored.